Hey everyone, Tapdawg here. I am back in the US. I am jet lagged. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning wide awake, even though I went to bed at like, I don't know, 10:30, exhausted. I'm, I'm still tired, but I'm wide awake, if that makes any sense. It's jet lag for you. So I decided to spend a couple hours researching the jungle card, getting all the data for you and the whole pack, so I could give you guys my full ideas and thoughts for this technically wilderness pack, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. So with that being said, I always like to start these with talking about the gold combo card from the pack. And so for this one, I'm going to do images a little bit differently because I don't have the card images for most of these. But first one we're going to talk about is the jungle card. That is the main card for this pack. Jungle is the gold combo card, and it is 17 attack, 16 defense when it's fully leveled up, and it was originally called Wilderness. The card artwork file is still called Wilderness, so we were trying to figure out when we saw that there's new cards in the game. There was one that was between like Wind and another card, and I was like, maybe it's Wilderness, but that ended up being Jungle because it was in both spots because of that bug or whatever. So anywho, Jungle here was originally called Wilderness, but they decided to switch it to the name Jungle. Now, let me tell you about the features and benefits of this card. I kind of talked about this a little bit before, but it has 110 combos, which is actually above average. The average is about 101, so that's a plus for that part of the card. And then in terms of the breakdown of the cards, 63 of them are diamond, which the average is 57, so again, that's a little bit of a plus. Then there's 41 gold, 3 silver, and 3 bronze. So unfortunate on those ones. But let's talk about the best onyx combos this card can make. And so the best onyx combos it can make is going to be first... is this not doing this in the right order? Hold on, you guys. Now my deck is acting up. How is it not doing these in the correct order? You guys... This thing had one job, and it's not playing them in the correct order. Okay, Spirit Wolf. Oh, that's why. All right. Give me 2 minutes, you guys, to fix this. It's all my fault for not putting a 0 in front of my card numbers. For the first 10 cards. 0, 1. 0, 2. So what happened is Spirit Wolf is talked about later in this video. And since it's the 10th card I'm going to talk about. And so it went from number 1 to number 10 because that's logical, right? That's the next number after 1, not 2. So just computer programming fun. Okay, let me remove this and add it back one more time. And unhide. There we go. Okay. So the first, sorry about that, guys. So the first card in this pack, in terms of best Onyx combos, is going to be Forbidden Love. This is created with Jungle and Onyx Rainbow. And that is a 36 attack, 29 defense. That's the best combo it can make in terms of attack. That for total stats wise, I'll talk about the highest attack it does later. Next we've got Plant Dragon, which is Jungle plus Dragon, and that is a 36-29 as well. Then we've got Jungle and Onyx Snake, which makes Anaconda Snack. Also Jungle plus Water Serpent makes Anaconda Snack here. This is a 34-31. Then there is Spirit Wolf made with Jungle plus Onyx Werewolf and Jungle plus Onyx Wind, which is a 33-32. Then we've got Jungle plus Onyx Energy making Windmill of Doom. That is a 28-37, so a pretty good defense card. And then the 2 high attack ones is going to be Man-Eaters from this pack. And that is Jungle plus Onyx Demon and Jungle plus Onyx Food. And that is a 39-25, so similar to a Mosquito. I think that's the same stats for an Onyx Mosquito, or a Diamond, I should say, with an Onyx combo. So those are the best Onyx combos for this pack. Now we're going to talk about the best diamond combos. This is just comboing jungle with a non-onyx card. Plant Dragon again, that's Jungle and Dragon like we mentioned. That's a 3124, so not as good as the original Onyx version, which was 3629, but 3124. Then you've got two Anaconda Snacks again, Jungle and Snake and Jungle and Water Serpent. Both are 2926. And then the new one is Jungle plus Reptile, making Anaconda Snack. Then you've got Spirit Wolf, which is Jungle and Werewolf, and Jungle and Wind. That's a 2827. And then again on the high attack side, Man-Eaters, which is with Jungle Demon, Food, Cat, and Multiples. So that's a 34 attack, 20 defense. So that's kind of the highlights for this card. However, overall, when I plugged it into my gold combo card rankings and I did all the stats similar to the other ones, it ranked at a low 3-star. So I would call this a 3-star card. So it's kind of right in the middle of the gold combo cards. It does have those ones that I talked about that are kind of the shining stars, but there's just a couple of problems I have with this, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to share this. I hope Monumental watches this so they can learn. They already have another card called Darkness that's coming out next week or who knows when, but that's in the game as well right now. But I'm hoping that maybe they can adjust in the future and make some tweaks, because there's a couple things that I don't like about this card specifically, the jungle card. So first, I really wish more of the combo results that Jungle made were from the pack itself. In a typical gold combo card, I'd say anywhere between 50 to 75% of the combos that gold combo card makes are with the cards from the pack it is from. So you take any of the gold combo card packs and you look at the gold combo card, 50 to 75% of the combos it makes are coming from the pack that it was made in. For jungle, it's closer to about 30%. So it's a very low number of combos that are coming from the actual pack itself, which is a shame because that means there's not going to be a lot of times you'll see all the card artwork that is from this pack. Now, granted, they can add it in backfills later on, but for now, there's quite a few options that are just not that great. And then on top of that, there's a lot of just weird decisions that were made for the combos. And I have a large list here, and I'm just going to go through them and kind of tell you guys my disappointments with this jungle card and things that would have helped to make it improved instead of being a 3-star. So first, some of the worst gold combo cards in this game, Ice and Blood, they're both, I think, 1-star, maybe 1.5. They continue to get poor combos, and I don't know why. They both got bronze combos. Jungle and Ice is currently water. That's one of the worst combos it could be. Instead, it could have been, I don't know, Ice Lotus, right? That's a flower, that's an ice flower in the jungle. It would make sense in my mind, and that's a gold card at least. Might not be a diamond, but at least it's better than a bronze. No one's going to make that combo. And then Jungle and Blood makes Killer Plant, another bronze combo that no one's going to care about or want to use. It could have been Man-Eaters, right? Man-Eaters are going to cause blood, right? That's a card from the pack. Would have made a lot of sense. It would have been a great combo, and it would have helped out Blood. Instead of being the poor combo card it is, it would have helped both of these cards, but that's a shame. Next, this one I talked about in my last video. I still don't get it. Monkey did not create a combo with either of the monkey-themed cards in this pack. It makes Monkey Planet, which I understand. It's a combo that could make sense, but you've got Ape Lost City and Mist Monkey in this pack. Why aren't you making the combination with either of those? It makes no sense to me at all. I don't care about the quality of the combo. I know obviously Monkey Planet's a diamond, whereas Mist Monkey's a gold, and I think Ape Lost City's a gold too. I can't remember off the top of my head, but point is, I'd rather have a combo from the actual pack than just a random one, personally, me. Another one that I guess makes sense, but I'd prefer a swap, again, because I'd want to see more combos from the actual pack, is War. It makes Amazon, which Amazon Lady is what it is, and she's a war figure, so in the jungle, I get that. But it could have been Last Stand, which is the Rambo reference from this pack. And again, he's kind of going to war in a jungle. I don't know. Next one on my list of things I was disappointed with on this pack was fire plus jungle makes ash. Now, I understand it makes sense in the combo scheme, but it's a bronze combo card. So it makes a 27-28 if you're using Onyx Fire, which no one would make that combo. Another bronze card that would have at least made sense and been better would have been Wildfire. It's still a bronze final form, which is not that great, but Onyx-wise, it's a 34-27, which is actually usable, instead of Ash being an unusable Onyx combo for that card. So just, again, poor decisions on their part, I think, for these Onyx combos. Next up is Jungle and Wolf and Jungle and Dog. Both of those make Dire Wolf, which is a silver card. I think Jungle and Wolf could have made Forbidden Love, which, if I go back just a couple pictures here. Oh, that's a lot of pictures, sorry. There's a wolf on this card. It's from the pack. I don't get it. Why is that not the combo? Why would you make it Deep Dire Wolf a silver combo? Now I got to go through all these images again. So I just don't understand that. So I think you could have used Forbidden Love for both Wolf and Dog, or you could have used Spirit Wolf, right? You used it for Werewolf. Why not use it for actual Wolf? Or you could have even used Man-Eaters for it. So I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit of a frustration on those ones. Another one that they did that is a little bit of a head scratcher was Jungle and Bone, making Boneyard. That's a gold combo, and it's another not great combo, I guess you could say, for Bone, which is another 1-star combo card. I would have liked to see Man-Eaters, which again has bones on the card. Would have worked, but you know, that is what it is. This is a personal preference one. This one isn't as big of a deal, but Jungle and Sleep makes Hibernation, which is the bear card. I would have liked to have seen Tranquilizer Dart, which has a rhinoceros on it. I think of a rhino more being in a jungle than a bear being in a jungle. Hibernation's a 20-30 defense card. Tranquilizer Dart's a 28-20 attack focus card. I don't know. That's just a personal preference one. That one's a little bit not as important. Jungle and Underwater makes Kraken, which is a gold combo, instead of Cursed Garden, which is literally a underwater jungle garden card. I don't know why. I don't know if they maybe don't know all the cards in the game, and so they're just going off of what they've seen. But I feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities, and I'm about halfway through with my suggestions here, just so you guys can know all the frustrations I have with this card, because it could have been excellent, and it's just subpar. Next, Jungle and Psychic there's no combo for that. And Jungle plus Mind Control is Cute Charm, which is a gold card. I think both of those should have been Hypnotic Python, a diamond combo. You know, a Python is in the jungle, and that one specifically is referring to the Jungle Book's Anaconda that hypnotizes Mowgli. So I think Psychic and Mind Control would have made a lot of sense for that card, and Psychic doesn't combo with this anyway, so that's a potential good backfill for it. But Cute Charm maybe makes sense, but I think the Anaconda, the Hypnotic Python would have made a lot more sense. Then you've got Jungle and Water makes no combo. Could have been Leeches. Jungle and Vampire, also another no combo. It could have been a Mosquito. Jungle and Wizarding School makes Pixies, which is a gold card. It could have been either Vegas Magicians or Shrunken Head. Both are diamonds from this pack. You know, again, trying to make more combos with the cards that are existing in the pack instead of going outside of the pack for the combos. Tree makes a silver combo, the World Tree, instead of Cuckoo Nuts, which is literally a diamond card that has palm trees on it. I don't know. And then the last thing that just had me scratching my head on here is Extraterrestrial and Jungle makes a Tauntaun instead of the Alient, which is kind of like the Groot card, which, I don't know. A Jungle, Extraterrestrial, and Alient, which is a tree, and alien tree in the jungle. I just feel like that'd be a better option instead of a Tauntaun, because I've never seen a Tauntaun in a jungle. I've seen it in ice and snow. So those were my disappointments with the cards in here. I really hope they listen to this feedback I'm giving them, because I want them to succeed. I want this card and all the new cards they create to do well. These are the biggest miss the marks that I see from this. The other thing that I want to point out about this is there's a lot of similarly themed cards in this pack. You've got two, where am I? Here we go. 2 monkey themed cards in this pack. You've got 3 lion or tiger themed cards, right? So the 2 monkey cards, Ape, Lost City, and Miss Monkey. The 3 lion cards, you got Maneater, Lion Prince, and Joe Exotic, the Tiger King, right? I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but you got 3 that are all related to the same type of theme. And then you've got 2 Tarzan cards with Xantar, which is an actual Tarzan, and then Pantor, which is his elephant from the Disney movie, right? So there's just, I would have liked to see a little bit more breadth and depth of the jungle. They could have had fire ants or other types of insects. A lot of other animals are in the jungle. But there's just a lot of more breadth and depth that could have occurred that did not, and I was a little bit disappointed in that. So I know this is a little bit more winded, but this is Monumental's first pack, and I wanted to give them an honest review of my feelings on it. So with all that being said, let's go over to the good part of this, which is the Onyx card, Prehistoric. It's a 24-21 Onyx combo card. I have previously reviewed this in the Monkey pack. I will put a link in the description so you can listen to that, or the Primate pack, I should say. It's a really strong and powerful Onyx card. I rated a 4-star out of 5. It's definitely a must-have for late-game Arena. And this is probably the better pack of the 2 between this and Primate. If you have to choose one, this would be the better pack of the 2 to purchase it from, but I'm really disappointed in this too. With it being a new pack, I expected there to be a new Onyx card, and it would have made a whole lot of sense for it to be Onyx Monkey, or heck, even Onyx Plant. I know, obviously, Prehistoric is a great card, but if you're making a new pack, why not make a new Onyx card too, instead of chickening out and putting in an Onyx card that already existed? So it's a little bit of a bummer in my mind, and it missed the mark, and I think that's what made me go from highly recommending this pack, even though this is a great... This way. This way? Oh gosh, I can't even point, you guys. I'm having such a hard time. It's backwards. But it made me go from wanting to recommend this pack to not wanting to recommend it, because it's not really a fully new pack because of this Onyx card. Yeah, sorry. I'm just a little frustrated with how this came out. So let's go over to the final form cards and talk a little bit more about those. First, my least favorite pack card is Outlandish Royalty. This is a 31-22 Absorb card. Obviously, it's a ripoff on Joe Exotic from Tiger King, the Netflix show from 2020, which was great 3 years ago. And I'm guessing when they made this pack a year or 2 ago, it was still a good pop cultural reference, but he's in prison now. No one really is thinking about him or caring about him. They're not going to make another Tiger King, right? So I don't know if he necessarily fits the theme of this game. It's a great artwork. I love it. It looks great. It looks just like him. But I don't know if I like it all that much. And it's an Absorb card, so you could use it in Heroics, but it's not an Arena card that you would use. Then you've got Xantar, which is just Tarzan reversed a little bit. This is a 26 attack, 28 crushing blow. That is probably one of the worst crushing blow cards I've ever heard. I've never seen one with like 26. That's pretty bad. Obviously, Tarzan was... oh, I forgot to mention, sorry. This one was actually originally named Exotic Royalty instead of Outlandish Royalty, and I think they changed it because his name's Joe Exotic. They didn't want to get sued for that. Tarzan here was originally named the White Ape. I don't know if they changed that because it might have been potentially sounding racist or something. So, but they named him Xantar, which makes sense. Obviously, a reference to Tarzan, the books, the stories, the movies, all that type of stuff. But I can't recommend using this card because 26 attack for a crushing blow is terrible. Next up is Shrunken Head. This is the one I was most looking forward to because I thought they do a good job. I like how it's on a keychain. This is a 30 attack, 25. Unfortunately, it's a curse card. So it has some niche applications for like stall decks maybe, but I wouldn't really use this in heroics or arena personally. Obviously, there's a lot of Shrunken Head references. Off the top of my head, Beetlejuice, the Jungle Cruise, Hotel Transylvania, and then also culturally, it's an actual thing. Like in some jungle cultures, they will actually shrink the heads of the deceased and keep them as a memento. So, kind of interesting, but unfortunate that it's a curse card and not that great of a curse card. The other curse card in this pack is the Vegas Magicians, which definitely feels out of place in terms of what the other cards are. I understand Siegfried and Roy. I don't know how I forgot about Siegfried and Roy when I was doing my first video on this. Obviously, that makes sense. I was thinking Sahara Desert because there was the desert combo in this pack, or in the combos list. But Siegfried and Roy, obviously, they were known for doing a bunch of acts with jungle-themed animals, like the cat here. It's a little bit of a poor taste that they have him biting him, because as you may or may not know, one of the two of these guys actually got severely injured from a cat while he was on stage doing a performance, and no longer was able to perform after that. So I feel like that's a little bit of a downside there. But anyway, this is a 34-21 curse. This is a much better curse than Shrunken Head, but still being a curse card, it's a very niche use. You could use it unfused in heroics or in a stall deck in arena, but I would probably pass on that. Last Stand, a Rambo reference there. This is a 21 attack, 35 protection. This could be very useful in a stall deck, in a Lobo stall deck. With 35 protection, it means it goes up to 70, so you don't be taking 2 damage from a Sniper, Dragonfire, or Poisonous Prince. So this could be useful in those types of decks, but again, that's a niche use, and it's not useful in heroics. Then we get to the one really good diamond card from this pack, Man-Eaters, which is a 35 attack, 21 defense critical strike. That puts it in, I think, 4th place or 3rd place. You've got, obviously, Sniper at the top, 36-20. Then you got the 2 36-19s. And then you got 2 35-21s with this and Mad Bomber. So that's the only reason I purchased this pack, if I'm being honest with you. Well, and for the Onyx Prehistoric. But that's the only reason I bought this pack, was because I need more high attacking critical strikes for my heroics to get my turns down. So the Man-Eaters is actually a reference to the Savo Man-Eaters. They were a pair of man-eating lions that lived in Kenya in like the late 80s. And they ate 135 people over the course of 6 months before they eventually were killed. But they were like 2 brother lions that just didn't care about humans and would kill them. Kind of an interesting story if you want to look it up. But I guess I put these out of order. But the last card is the Anaconda Snack, a 30 attack, 27 crushing blow. That's kind of just an okay crushing blow, not the greatest. But this is a reference to Little Prince, which in that he thought he made a picture of a hat, but it was actually a picture of a boa constrictor digesting an elephant. So kind of a cute little thing, and that's kind of what's happening here. So I figured it's probably a reference to the Little Prince. All right, going on to the gold final form cards. I wouldn't use Anaconda Snack. I forgot to mention that, but yeah. Okay, going on to the gold final form cards. Really, there's only one that's useful, and that's this one here, the Mist Monkey, a 26 attack, 15 defense counterattack. That kind of puts it, I think, in the top 10 for gold counterattack cards. So it's a pretty decent one if you're needing one for your tiebreaker deck. This one also has a little bit of weird artwork. You can kind of see on my screen that it kind of has a fade on the bottom and the top. And so when you look at the card in the actual pack, it looks more like it's the combo card instead of a final form card, because the background looks clear instead of yellow because of that. So I wish they could potentially update the artwork to make that look a little bit more like a final form card instead of a combo card. So that kind of threw me for a loop when I was looking at the card pack. If you look at the card pack, you'll see that too. But this is a reference to Gorillas in the Mist. It's a 1988 biopic about Diane Fossey. It stars Sigourney Weaver. She was in the Avatar movies, if you think about that. But yeah, so kind of a cool card, and I'm really shocked that Monkey does not combo with this, or A+ City. Then you got Pantor, which again is a 27-13 crushing blow. It's fine. It's not really going to help you all that much, but that's Tantor from Disney's Tarzan is what that's a reference to, the elephant that's in the Tarzan movie. Then you've got the Ape Lost City here. This is a 16 attack, 23 protection. Not that great of a protection card. There's another one in here that's slightly better on the gold final form cards. But for this reference, I think it's either King Louis's temple from Jungle Book, or maybe there's a book called The Lost City of the Monkey God, and it's about a true story of trying to find a mythical ape city in Honduras. So either of those could make sense for this, but it could just be a random ape lost city. But again, no combo for monkey on this one. I don't know why. Jungle Welcoming, probably my favorite of the gold final form card artworks here. This is a 23 attack, 19 defense, absorb, not useful. Obviously, it's Jungle Welcoming. It's referring to Welcome to the Jungle, a beautiful Guns N' Roses reference. You've even got, oh gosh, what's that guy's name? People are screaming at me right now. The guy that's always on Coco, gosh, I called it Coco. Conan show, Slash. Yeah, right there. So that's pretty fun. But unfortunately, the card's not that great. The artwork's great. Then we talked about this earlier, Forbidden Love. This is a 25-18 curse. Not useful. Now, this could be a reference to Beastars, which is a Japanese anime that has a love relationship between a wolf and a bunny. Or, a little bit to a lesser degree, it could be a reference to Zootopia, which is the relationship between a bunny and a fox. So I think it's probably more sort towards Beastars, but I figured I'd put both of them in here just in case. And then the last one, I didn't actually have the artwork for this one. I didn't get it. So I just had the card. I just took a screenshot of it. This is Lion Prince, which is a 1430 protection card, which could be actually useful for a budget stall deck if you need it. You'd still take some damage, but it's a lot better than quite a few of the other protection cards that are available. So 1430 is the protection, which means it does 60 as its block. Now, you might think that this is a reference to the Lion King, and you would be incorrect. This is Kimba, which is the white lion. It's a Japanese manga, anime, and film series that's been out since like the late 60s. And it was what the Lion King actually ripped off, in my opinion. He's the Lion Prince, really. You know, it's a great little movie, anime, manga. I definitely recommend looking at it if you have a chance. It's really cute. It's been, like I said, it's been going since like the 60s, I think, in Japan. But that's the last card, somewhat usable. So overall, I don't think I have any more photos. Oh, I do have the jungle card. Overall, for the jungle card pack, 3-star gold combo card, a lot of problems with it. It's great to use for heroics, not really useful too much in arena. And again, I wish more of the combo results were card combos from the pack itself. A lot of question marks on the decisions they made for the combos there. Onyx card, great. Probably one of the 2 reasons you'd buy this pack is the Onyx card. And then obviously the only final form card that's really good, versatile for every use is Man-Eaters, the 35-21 critical strike. You do have Last Stand as a viable protection card for your stall decks, and that's about it. I think this pack would be not good for beginners, not enough going in it to make it good for a beginner. Something like a scheming would make a lot more sense, a lot more bang for your buck. This is kind of a mid to late game pack where it has a couple of useful cards in it that could be more helpful to you mid game to end game. Not really good for beginners. Now, this has been a long video, almost 30 minutes, but I wanted to go into depth on it since this is Monumental's first pack. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts too. Tell me down below. What do you think? What do you like? What do you not like? What do you think should change or be improved? Or do you think like it as is? Let me know. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.